Hello to all of the 0 people that watch my videos. Uh, Recently I've decided to do some audio reviews of the games that I have been playing. Of course, they're not going to be in the same sort of fashion as your, well, quintessential video game reviewer, like the Angry Nintendo Nerd or Spoony One or anything like that, but they're going to be more my personal thoughts on the game and uh, just what I was thinking while playing it, and ideas I had on how to make the game better, and what kind of disappointed me about the game, what I liked about the game as well. Uh, so that's sort of what I'm kind of getting at in this recording here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sort of watch through uh, the videos that I have made of the games that I've uploaded, and I'm going to sort of speak over them. Now, of course, I know that several of the videos that I've uploaded are, well, hours long, but I have an HTML5 viewer in YouTube that I'm going to utilize to kind of expedite the process here. So this is going to be, it's of course, pre-recorded, but it's from the time this is being recorded live, so I'm watching what I've originally posted, well, a year and a half ago, so uh, let's delve right into it, shall we? So, Cobra, the space adventure. Uh, I don't know why Sega decided to bring this game to North America. I mean, it is a very, very contextually Japanese game. Uh, it's it's a visual novel sort of thing. It's an interactive visual novel, and there's really nothing to it, honestly. Like, I was playing through it and everything, and I thought that it was going to be, an interesting little game. I really like these cinematic kind of games, but this one, it was hardline cinematic to the point where you didn't really do a whole lot except navigate a bunch of, well, dialogue trees and everything. It was mainly menu driven, and uh, I don't know a whole lot about this, but this game it is of course based on the uh, decades old anime series Cobra. Uh, Cobra, I don't know, the Space Pirate or something. I've only seen the first episode, the first Japanese episode, and I watched a bit of the proposed but never realized pilot of the, uh, again, proposed US series. Vastly inferior compared to the Japanese version, but what are you going to do about it, huh? But so while playing this game, I had high hopes for it. Again, it was one of the latest games released for the Sega CD, so I thought, okay, they've had time to work out the kinks. They'd had time to, kind of streamline the process and everything, get rid of all the bugs and everything. But I was wrong. I was very, very wrong, and I was looking this up while playing it, and it was obvious to me that because of the facts that this game was released 6 years before it was brought over to the United States. Originally, it was released on the PC Engine CD in like 1989 or something. So, unfortunately, it wasn't what I thought it was. I was expecting, of course, as I just said, a very streamlined, very advanced game, given that it was released so late into the lifespan of the Sega CD. But what has turned out is that it was a very, very, very old game that was ported several years prior, even to the Sega CD in Japan in 1991, 4 years before it was brought to the United States. I mean, you know what? Looking at it, it looks like something that Working Designs would have ported way back in the day. Or fuck, it looks like something Working Designs would have ported like right before it fucking went down in flames. But I'm just looking at it, and I could pretty much tell right then and there from the first scene, like in the Crazy Horse bar, like this was going to be a very, very difficult game to play. And it was. It absolutely was. Um, of course, everything is menu driven, as I said. There's, the dialogue was flowery and everything. It was somewhat interesting to read when new dialogue came along, once every half hour, because, and that's something I'll get into later. But so it's all like look, talk, and then periodically you'd have some really, really low quality really, really low quality voice acting. I mean, even for the time, right? I mean, again, this was 1995, so uh, they really had no excuse. And I like the volume balance in this game. That's not because of how I recorded it. That's actually how it sounds. I mean, they have this horrible droning, like pseudo PCM music just blaring in the background. You can barely hear what anybody's saying, and of course the voice dialogue isn't subtitled or anything, so if you miss it, well, you're fucked, right? So that's one of my complaints about the game, honestly. Again, I keep on saying this. I don't really know what to say about this game. I mean, it is a very old game, and the reason why, as I said, I thought it, being released in 1995, thought it would be streamlined. I thought it would be more advanced. I thought it'd be the best of that the genre of visual novels could offer, being on the Sega CD. So that's all relative, I guess. But no, I yeah, it turned out to be the worst, honestly, because it was practically the first, and because it was the first, it had all the problems that the first well, edition of anything has, right? It has all the bugs, it has all the quirks, it has everything that just gets on your nerves, right? I mean, like, everything takes so long to happen. Like, I'm watching my video right now, and I'm maybe, of course, as I said, I'm reading it. I'm watching the video at 2 times the speed, right? And I'm like 12 minutes in and fucking nothing has happened. Like he's just walked into a bar and he's being attacked by this random guy with like a breathing mask. Punch. He punches a guy running at him with a knife. Oh my god, like just as I'm speaking, like so many fucking things come to mind about this fucking game. So and I'm gonna bounce from topic to topic. I just know I will, but so ah we'll try to make this work. So I mean, the character design. One thing I would say that I liked about the game is, uh, like the cutscenes were very simplistic. Well, I mean, fuck, the game is. It's, well, whatever. Sorry, I'm just watching it. But no, the cutscenes are practically the entire game, and they are basically comprised of low quality 64 color. Well, I don't even know what to call them. Bitmap images that have basically like 2 or 3 frames of animation for the most part. So yeah, it's really, really, really unfortunate. Could have been a lot better. I mean, it's the Sega CD, right? I mean, you probably, if this, as I said, this was based on a couple episodes of the original Cobra series. Uh, so I was thinking, if this is an officially licensed game, so you could probably have, actual, well, severely degraded full motion video cutscenes from the actual episodes, which I think would have been, a great tie-in to the anime series because again, it's been subtitled and released by various different companies in North America over the years. And I'll bet it was even popular in at least some facets back in the mid 1990s. But so yeah, like I'm looking at these and well, so one thing that I liked about it was that the style of anime in which it was drawn. I mean, it's the sort of the golden age. I guess I could call it the golden age style of anime. It's nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or pretty much anything, honestly. I mean, it's it seems to be a blend of Japanese and North American animation styles. Like nobody has like gigantic eyes or like massive spiky hair with like a million different colors in it and everything. As I said, like you'd see in Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, like it looks fucking ridiculous, right? I mean, these people look like they have, I don't even know, they have like mountains on top of their heads. It seems so at some points, but no, I would and just watch the anime series of Cobra: The Space Adventure, and I'll tell you, to be honest, I really dig that sort of anime. So uh, that was definitely a big plus for me uh, for this game. Again, the reason why I like it is because not all the characters look exactly the fucking same, right? Even though, well, three of them do because they're twin sisters, well, triplet sisters, I guess. Oh God, those weird fucking penguins. Yeah, again, I'm just watching the video that I recorded, but so uh, I'm trying to think of things that I liked. I liked the game being over when it was, but uh, I don't know. Like as I said, this game it turned out not to be what I expected it to be. It was the worst of its kind. So, um, and as I said, everything took so long to happen. You'd be navigating through endless menus. I mean, they'd always be the same thing, only a few options to look at, and you'd be going from scene to scene, place to place, location to location, looking at the same picture, the same background, the same scenery, talking to the same people, getting the same response, and the game would just it would not progress. Like it just would not progress. I gotta tell you, there were several times in which I thought that the game was completely glitched. Like I gotta tell you, I would have to look through every video that I posted just to see what I did to make the game work. And again, I truly think that it was just practically chance because, I mean, oh God, there was a time when I was looking for like this frog guy on, again, I don't even know what planet it was. We went to a different planet at one point, and it's basically the planet where most of everything takes place. Where you go to that weird city, whatever it is. I don't know. I tried to forget a lot of it. So yeah, I mean, like, there were just several, like dozens of occurrences where the game would just not progress. Like I gotta tell you, in comparison to the other videos I've uploaded, like a lot of these like individual parts of this Cobra long play were considerably shorter than like what you would see in maybe like Lunar or the Knights of the Old Republic reviews, but or sorry, playthroughs. But I mean, I gotta tell you, the game would be like a quarter of the length if it would just progress at like a steady pace. And I mean, it's a steady pace, right? I mean, the game just drags its feet wherever it can, right? And I mean, like you wouldn't be playing the game again. It's a visual novel, right? So you can't really play the game. But I mean, it's of course, like absolutely reading a book is faster than this because if you keep reading, the book will keep progressing. But it's like it's as if like the book doesn't allow you to turn the page unless you have perused every single damn word on the last page you've read. You know? Oh, it was terrible. And I mean. I gotta tell you, when I was playing this, I had no idea that it was based on some kind of an anime. So, the all the references and everything were just fucking lost on me. I thought it was just some random, crappy game that uh, it was a that was poorly ported and a poor choice to port to the United States. So, I'm just looking at it, and I cannot believe I dealt with this. Well, I guess that's the whole reason why I started doing these VHS long plays and everything. I'm a bit of a, you know, I'm a technophile, right? So I like old technology. I like old video games and everything. So that's the whole reason why I started doing these playthroughs was to is sort of an effort to make me commit to play and beat a game, because I got to tell you, there are so many games, some mainstream, some not so, that I started playing maybe for a few hours, got sick of, and then just stopped playing, right? So I mean, again, it's wasted effort, lost time and everything. So I started doing these playthroughs as a sort of, to motivate me to complete them, right? I had a reason to. I would upload them, and you know I'd be able to watch them whenever I wanted, and I wouldn't have to waste my time going back to the same game over and over and over again, playing it when there's better things out there, because it's all there. That's how I played it, right? And I got to tell you, a lot of these reviews, again, I'm going off on a tangent here, but this is, maybe I should have put this in my description on my channel, for all the couple hundred views that I have. Honestly, I think I've only got 2 subscribers at this point, but hey, what can you do? So yeah, you know, it's not necessarily like a walkthrough or anything like that, or it's not a walkthrough in. It's not even necessarily a long play. It's how I would play it, and I mean, you can't really see it from this game because I mean it's it's too linear, right? I mean, it doesn't really allow, any kind of wiggle room for that sort of thing. It's point A to point B. You're either 0 or 100. You either are or you're not, right? So, but because in a lot of the videos you watch of me playing games, you'll of course see that I'm cheating, right? I've got like infinite health, or like my characters level up really fast, and that's the thing. I do that because, again, if it was all about, playing the game legitimately, I mean, these video reviews would take forever, right? Because I got to tell you, whenever you've got as I said, I use VHS tapes to record all this sort of thing, and when you've got like a 2-hour tape in your VCR and you're recording your gameplay, you might as well record, level grinding, right? I just don't see why you wouldn't, I mean, again, people chop it out for the simple fact that, it's not absolutely necessary for the gameplay. Um, and it basically just takes up time. Of course you got to upload it and convert it and play it back and everything, but the whole reason Well, so that's the whole reason why I sort of cheat, right? Because I mean, if you're not going to show the level grinding, and if you're just going to cut randomly, first you're at level 5 and now you're at level 12, and it took like 10 seconds, right? I mean, fuck, you might as well, just use a hex editor to edit your experience and just gain like 99 levels in a single fight. I mean, whether you do or you don't, I mean, it happens that way anyways. I mean, you snap your fingers and all of a sudden the guy's decked out to shit, right? So that's basically my idea. And again, as you'll see with my latest upload of Magic Knight Ray Earth, I really suck at platforming games. That's not a joke, and you can see it from the video. I hate platforming. I hate jumping. I hate moving platforms. I hate pitfalls and everything like that. I have no patience for it, so I will cheat whenever I can. That's not going to change. So, but I just want to get that out of the way. So, so yeah, again, I'm just laughing at this. Like, this game is of course given a mature rating, and it earns it. I would say it definitely earns it. A lot of the dialogue is profanity ridden. It's very sexually oriented a lot of the time, especially when this chauvinist pervert and Cobra is looking at his recent girlfriend and everything. But so yeah, I guess in a nutshell, I'll just sort of explain, um, just my sort of thoughts about this game. So of course, I've said a whole bunch about it already, but you know, it's it's literally the worst kind of game to play. I mean, you might as well just watch it. Like, it might as well just be recorded, right? And then just played out before you, you know? Because I mean, if any, it's so cinematic to the point like you would rather just sit back and watch it, right? And I mean, the whole game would be over in like half an hour, right? But it of course forces you to stumble through blindly all of these stupid fucking dialogue trees, talking to the same people and looking at the same environments, and just nothing ever fucking happens, and all of a sudden just boom. Well, what triggered this, like what brought this about? Like, why can I all of a sudden progress? Can I repeat this in the same way if I loaded a save or something? So uh no, this game is, it's not a very good game, and I absolutely regret playing it. Of course, I motivated myself to finish it, and I'm glad I did. Again, I played it on my actual Sega CD. This was not an emulator recording, and of course, because of that, I was not able to cheat. And you can tell because I die several times, especially later on in the game. Like when you're attacked by that purple gargoyle lady, and you're sucked into the caverns of the desert. Um, it's completely ridiculous. I mean, oh, and as I said, I'm watching this, and there are things that I want to say about the characters and everything, but as I said, I'm going off on tangents everywhere, so I'll try to keep myself focused. Of course, as I said, the game interface is balls. It's completely stupid. Uh, there's really nothing to it, honestly. It's just stumbling through a bunch of dialogue trees. So, as I said, I had no idea that this was based off an original anime series. So I was just I was listening to the names. One of the lady's name is Jane, and then his little Cobra's little android is named Lady. I was just like, really? That's fucking lazy. Like, is that a problem with translation or something? Because that is fucking lazy, right? So, um, yeah, again, I don't know. It's it's a relic, honestly, of these sorts of games need to be forgotten, honestly. I mean, there could be better versions of, or better examples of visual novel style games, but I gotta tell you, I haven't seen them, right? So, uh, yeah, I mean, I the only interesting aspect would be when things actually happen, which was few and far in between, honestly. Like, you'd just be carting yourself from these different locations all the time, and it would do it in the most slow and painful way. You'd you'd have to, you'd I don't know. It's the worst kind of game, really. Yeah, it's like I'm just clicking through this look, talk. It's like, what do you want to look at? And I mean, of course, to have to have something happen, you'd have to mm, you'd have to select every single option and read everything. Like, and it wouldn't always be different. They'd only have like maybe one or two different lines of information, and other than that, you're just reading through the same boring shit over and over and over again. It was absolutely awful. I could not believe it. Uh, if this was way back in the day and you actually bought this game for like $60 and realized, like, Jesus Christ, what have I wasted my money on, right? So, again, I guess I'll start with the main character, Cobra. And again, again, I've only seen the first episode of the original anime series, but I gotta tell you, from this game, like, to put him in a nutshell, he's a he's the greatest bang up dude that just can't be beat. Like, there are so many times throughout the game where it's like he finds himself in a pickle, and he just like like every time it's just a deus ex machina, every time. And sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Machina or whatever. I've heard it pronounced different ways. I like to pronounce it Machina because I think it sounds funny or cool and funny. But so I mean, this Cobra dude, he just got a fucking cigar in his mouth the entire time. He's got a dumbass mop of blonde hair and everything. And he dresses in a monochrome fucking red jumpsuit and everything. And he's got his psycho gun with him, which I kind of thought was, a little stupid because, the psycho gun wasn't very useful a lot of the times. I mean, in earlier parts of the game it was, but in other parts, it was, well, useless. And I thought it was funny because later on in the game he gets, like actual guns, which sort of makes his psycho gun completely fucking redundant and useless, right? Because it's not as powerful. So, I mean, I keep saying this Cobra guy, he's a bang up dude who just can't be beat because, like he would get into a fight with a guy and like he'd be poisoned and he'd lose feelings in all of his limbs and he'd just collapse there and he keeps on getting his ass kicked and of course you don't know what's going on, right? So you're frantically navigating these menus, and trying to deal with the quote unquote fighting engine of these sort of instances. And I mean, it's literally like, what will you do now? Punch, kick, block, or something like that. So you hit punch and it says Cobra swings. Then, either it lands a punch or the guy just randomly tries to dodges it, right? So, and I mean, it's all put up through, it's all displayed through these, as I said, terrible cutscenes that have, as I said, like 2 or 3 frames of animation, right? So, I mean, a lot of times it's the same, scenes over and over and over again. The smut is unbearable, I would say. It gets so tiresome. I'll just go off on this on a side point. The smut level in this game, it gets so tiresome very, very quickly. And this is why I said this is more of a Japanese thing. I guess, they would just follow head over heels for this. But I got, at what points you'll have these triplet ladies who you're with, and of course, 2 of them die, right? Including the original one you meet, Jane, right? Which I thought was really, really stupid. I mean, it downplayed her importance as a character, right? But, you'd be seeing like every woman in this game is blatantly scantily clad to the point of it just being absurd, right? I mean, it's just absurd. I mean, you're just looking at it and you're just like, really? Honestly? Like, get this stuff out of my face. Like, I got so sick and tired of it very, very quickly. So, yeah, that was definitely something that I did not appreciate. It was a novelty at first, but no, I'm not a fan of that sort of thing. So, and again, like everything, like you'd just be stumbling in the dark everywhere. Like you wouldn't know where to go or what to do, or you'd have difficulty like orienting yourself within the ship itself. Your guy's little ship. It's called the Turtle or something. Kind of a lame name for it, but whatever. I don't know. Uh, and again, oh my God, like just going through that city, like whatever it was. I'm clicking through the videos right now. It's gonna take a while for me to, see where I am and everything. But again, like I'm just looking through the, uh, uh, the little progress bar, and it's giving me little screenshots of where I am and everything. I'm just like, my God, why is everything in black and white for whatever reason? But whatever. So. Just everything took so long. Everything took so long. I don't know. There's probably something wrong with the tape or something. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, hang on a second. I'll bet we're in hyperspace. That's why it's in black and white. Oh boy, look at that. Isn't that just... That is so creative. The gameplay is now in black and white because you're in hyperspace. Jesus fucking Christ. I got so sick of it and tired of this game so fucking quickly. And yeah, I'm your friendly neighborhood booger man. That's video 2, part 2 of 4 at like 15 minutes and 15 seconds when he's looking at that massive robotic creature, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I tried to block it out of my mind. It's a lot of the parts of this game are really, really stupid, right? So, yeah, I like how you could go to your armory and look at all these awesome guns and just simply not be able to use them. Fuck. Okay, so I went off on a tangent, right? So of course, your Cobra guy, he had several times during the game he gets into these conflicts where everything is against him. He's inches away from death kind of thing, and all seems lost when all of a sudden you just look at your stupid dialogue tree and all of a sudden there's an option, get up. Like that's literally what it says, get up. Like when he's fighting a guy in like a boxing ring at some point, he's been poisoned and as I said he's lost feeling in a lot of his limbs and stuff like that. Just says get up, right? And he does. And he kicks the guy's ass. Like I don't believe it. Like it's every time. It's a Deus Ex Machina, right? I mean, it's just get up because he's Cobra and he's a cool guy and nothing can get him down. Right? I mean that it was so lazy, and again I don't know if it was like a translation problem, but I don't think it would have honestly mattered either way. No, it was so demoralizing, honestly, because you thought like you didn't know like you would try so hard in a fight only to realize that it's one of those fucking pre-programmed lame ass smack in the face battles where you're supposed to die, right? So you end up wasting a whole bunch of your resources, and of course you heal yourself in this game by smoking cigars. How the fuck does that work, right? You know, so I mean, again, and you only had 3 cigars. You couldn't buy any more, right? I mean, Christ forbid, they add some options to this game. No, it's far too linear. But so yeah, I mean, like he would, no matter what, he just like he would just succeed. Like he always would, Like holy shit, this guy is huge. I don't think I can beat him. Slug. Oh wait, I just beat him because I'm Cobra, the guy who just can't be beat. Herpa-derpa-der, right? Oh my god, like it was another thing that I got really really sick and tired of. Like I just could not stand that shit. It's like invest some time in writing, like every single like threat could just be conquered by his personality practically. Ah, and then of course you're walking around, every environment you're walking around in to go to a different location, you activate these stupid walking scenes of a little dot climbing itself across a little geometric grid, and you know Cobra himself lazily kind of sauntering around the place, saunter 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 through a hallway and everything. But no, it's a really stupid game. It took forever for anything to happen, and I just cannot believe I gave this game the time of day. It was such a waste of time. Uh, and I'm just looking through this, and as I said, there's the vast majority of the game seems to be spent wasting time in this bar where there's this dancing lady who's purple and swings knives around and everything. There's some goofy ass alien creatures and everything, and I think it's called the Playgirl Bar or whatever it's called. Nice name, but and you meet this Duck Man, like his name is like Duck Man, and he's a Duckinian. It's so stupid, you know. And of course he's like, oh, all ducks look the same. And I'm just like, this game keeps getting more and more ridiculous every single lazy stride it chooses to take to advance its own plot. Like, it is so bad. And of course, oh, these stupid little characters and everything that just look ridiculous that have no real point in being in the game, right? Uh, it's so dumb. It really is. I'm just clicking through videos and everything. Oh, the planet is called Duck. Sorry. The planet is called Duck. I just saw that. Then, there's this weird magician who's like controlling everybody for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, really, you can advance like 5 minutes through the video and I'm at the same location looking at the same fucking things. It is so bad. And you'd have to talk to the same damn people over and over and over again just to find this stupid ass duck guy who's in a coffin. He should have been burned alive anyways. So, I don't know. Oh, Hedba? Hedba? Is that the name of the place? Hedba City? Weird names like that. Yeah. Couldn't go into any of the shops, of course. And looking for this, looking for that, and everything. It's a constant. Everything is a means to an end, it seems. Oh, there's the little frog guy that I'm looking at. Of course, really low quality voice acting there. But of course, you're not hearing this or seeing this or anything like that. So I mean, you're going to lose out on it a lot. But of course, it's more for me, so I can just recall things that I would not remember had I not watched this. Oh yeah, like looking for this fight promoter during the boxing match. Oh, that took so long, and I still don't know how I found the guy. I really don't, because this game is not very well documented. There are no walkthroughs really. There's like maybe one or two, but a lot of them are just do this, do that. Well, sometimes you just can't fucking make that shit happen. So I don't fucking know. And back in the bar, same stupid shit. Gotta look for an alcoholic or something. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know. This game is so bad. I spent so much time on it too. 3 blocks of RAM, fuck. Yeah, no, I mean, the game itself is just terrible. I mean, you're just basically stumbling through these damn dialogue trees in the hopes that something will happen. And a lot of times it doesn't, and only sometimes it does. Yeah, talking to the alcoholic guy again because, might as well. It might advance the plot. I have no fucking clue. Yeah, there's the stupid duck guy with his Pizza Hut hat. Everything. Of course, Jane looking like a fucking stripper and everything. As I said, the smut gets really, really old really, really fast. And yeah, it's like, Cobra would never die during the worst situations, but he would die just randomly, fighting random enemies, like that stupid purple gargoyle lady that you pick up because you're a dumbass on your stupid bike. It's a death ball. What's your move? Oh, sorry, it's death ball, as if it's like that thing actually has like a name and like a consciousness and everything. Uh-oh, it shoots spikes everywhere. Boom. Yeah, Cope, right there. I just started the fucking video and I'm dead. Death ball. And like it sprays spikes everywhere. Ah, it's death ball again. What's your move? Psycho gun. Blast. Zhoo. I mean, just boom. There goes death ball. Thank you. Out of the game. Fuck me. Like that. Those are action sequences right there. I mean, there's no engine. It's like, what will you do? Sorry, that missed. What will you do? Takes a hit. What will you do? It's so bad. I mean, and again, like, you would have these adversaries that just seem to come and go. Like, they would come and you fight them, they die, and then like these. You don't even meet like the main bad guy until like the very last part of the game. And I mean, these pirates and everything are only casually alluded to. I mean, they've captured like one of the Jane's sisters or something, and of course Jane dies because why not? I guess. Of course, there are parts of the game where it's like, okay, you find a bunch of murdered nuns and everything in this like monastery or something, and I don't know, it's probably Crystal Boy or whatever. Yeah, again, like those fucking names, like. I mean, as I said, you're not working designs, right? I mean, those names are stupid. Change them. Like, nobody gives a shit about this game, right? I don't care if it's Cobra the Space Adventure. Maybe Crystal Boy is an actual person in the series. But it's a fucking stupid name, buddy. Oh, and this Crystal Boy guy who's like so invincible and everything. He's like made of the hardest shit in the galaxy, right? Like the psycho gun can't stop him, it just reflects off of him, it's like you punching him and kicking him, that doesn't happen, that doesn't do anything. He just throws his crescent moon dagger at you on a chain and you just die and get your ass kicked every time. And then at the end of the game, boom, he fires his fucking fist off like he's Geno from fucking Super Mario RPG, and it just cracks right through his chest and lodges itself right in there, because I guess, the whole fact that he was made of the strongest stuff in the whole fucking universe just didn't matter, because again, Cobra's a bang up dude who just can't be beat. Well, fuck, right? I don't know. Oh, and of course, Jane's sisters all look perfectly alike, right? So, fuck, who cares if one or two of them dies, right? You'll have another coming down the road anyways, right? Again, like these stupid fucking what was it? Oh, you were like you had near the end of the game, you had to do this like sort of isometric grid thing where you'd have to avoid all these bad guys, and they were usually like golden ram statues or something, and it was basically just there to draw out the game and just basically waste all your time and energy sort of thing. And again, as you can see from my videos, like I thought like I wanted to win this. Like I was healing myself when I needed to, wasting my 3 cigars and everything when I didn't need to really, because like at the end of the game, you win you win at the boss anyways. Like it doesn't matter. Like you win anyways, right? Like, because again, Cobra's a guy who just can't be beat. It's like this guy has like I can't even remember. Like he's this fucking gold-clad king dude or something. He's Crystal Boy dies, of course, as I said, but oh, and then you had to like put all these colorful balls into like a crest or something. I don't know. How very Resident Evil before Resident Evil, but yeah, no, like it was this. It's just so bad, right? I mean, imagine if it's just like, what will you do now? Select it from a menu. Don't play a game. Fuck. You know, shoot things, I guess. How can you fucking dodge a bullet? The guy's fucking riding a train. He's enormous, right? So, again, like, the character design is ridiculous. And then here comes Crystal Boy, ba 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 ba, and, okay, let's see. This is the fight. Direct hit, what's the next move? And it's like you have no life left. I'm in trouble. No cigars. Oh no. Ah, right? So you like your life and everything is going down and everything, and you've got like a mind meter as well. Ripping clamp. Ow. Cobra's body is torn. See, and it's like, ha ha ha, say your prayers, Cobra. But don't worry, Cobra's a bang up guy who can't be beat. He'll just get right back up and, well, you're fucked anyways, Crystal Boy, 'cause that's just the way it works. 'Cause I don't know. I don't want to say anything meta here. Oh, and he just gets right back up. That's right. Hey, I'm down, but not out. Fuck. Sorry if that made any noise. I just fucking smacked myself in the head because it's just so stupid, Oh, look at this. The psycho gun. It's so intense. Oh, and it doesn't work because he's made of crystal, and it's really, really stupid. So it's useless. And he basically, as I said, he just fires his fist at him, and I don't even know what to say at this point. Uh, I wanted to leave this game in the dust. I'll show you here. Well, sort of. Just go to 2802 or a little bit after that, and watch a little bit before that, and a little bit after that, and you'll see the ridiculousness. He just shoots his fist into Crystal Boy, and he's dead. Yep, just rips through his solid, strongest substance in the galaxy body. What the fuck ever, right? So, I don't know. Like, everything is so stupid, right? Like, again, why couldn't this have just been like a fucking, like, Cinepack movie or something, right? And the game is so. It's. It's a failed concept, if you ask me. Like, visual novels are a failed concept. Just let me watch the fucking presentation, right? If it's got such little interactivity in it that it's everything is a means to an end and it's only linear progression with like a straight hallway and everything, like just let me watch it, you know? What's the sword doing there? Which doesn't mean anything. Rado's mummy, Rado. No, it's the fucking pirate leader, and he's just sitting there being an idiot, just waiting for you to get sick and tired of navigating the damn dialogue trees. Yeah, you know, sometimes, what a big reveal! It's bearded guy, idiot. He looks ridiculous. Vigaro? Fuck, again, the names are so stupid. I was so sick and tired of this game at this point. I'm just like, please, 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 just fucking end, just fucking end. And again, like, I think near the end of this, like, he has like this eye thing where he's like, this is going to be like, I'm like the most powerful god in the world. But you know who's more powerful than him? Cobra, and his bang up personality just can't be beat, you know? And he turns it into the ultimate weapon, a stupid sword. Cuts your sword in half, derpader. Yipes, that's one wicked piece of iron. Yeah, just, I don't know, shoot him or something. Yeah, you have to look at him. You have to stand there and look at him, right? It's so stupid. I can't believe this. Yeah. You have to save and everything too. It's the same menu. Grab your gun. What? Oh, okay, so I guess the yeah. So he's got the most powerful weapon in the universe, and he turns it into like a gun blade. Holy shit! It's actually a gun blade. No, 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 no. Hang on a second. 3446 in the Video 12 finale. It's an actual fucking gun blade. Take that, Final Fantasy. So and then he flies away. You know, he shoots him with the universe's most powerful weapon, but of course he gets back up. Like nothing happens. Like he's not healed by like some divine force or anything. Like he doesn't have like medicine or anything like that. He's not treated. He just gets right the fuck back up. Because he's Cobra, the bang up dude who just can't be beat. You know, I say that over and over again because it needs to be said, because that's how the game progresses, you know? And of course, you know, every woman is, of course, fucking. They're just like fucking medieval hookers, honestly. It's really, really stupid. The ultimate weapon is finally in our hands. But Cobra has himself, which is more powerful, and it's proven at the end of the game. I'm just gonna skip through this. And it makes a stupid ship that's like a horn and an eyeball and a fucking orifice on it. Oh, and I guess he kills his lady friend because, you know, why not? He's bad guy and bad, bad, bad. Yeah, and of course, you know, Cobra just gets right back up, and how does he destroy it? I'm so afraid, says the bad guy. Oh, and he can do like this, I don't know, this soul attack and shit like that. See again, like he's just no match. Like the universe's most powerful weapon. He is practically a god, and he's just no match for Cobra, the bang up dude who can't be beat. Hey, I'm Cobra. Last ditch effort is known throughout the universe. People now call him the Legendary Bandit. Good. I'm so glad this game is fucking over, honestly. As I said, this game is not worth a playthrough. If you want to see what happened, I don't know which episodes it is, but it is based on maybe either one, two, or three episodes through the Cobra anime series. So just, I don't know, look for that, and you'll get a way, way, way better presentation than you would get through here. So, honestly, those are pretty much my thoughts of the game. Big, big disappointment. Thought it was going to be more than it was, but wasn't, you know. So it was a waste of time, but I am glad it was over. I was glad it was over back in, November and December 2015 when I published these videos, and I never wanted to go back and play a game like that again, and I won't. So, which is why, I'm not sure which video series I did next after this. Maybe Knights of the Old Republic or something. Yeah, yep. Those are the next ones that I did. Yeah. So, well, there you go. That's my review of the game, my audio review of the game. So, it's my first, of course. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, it's up to you to decide. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you later on my next review. I'll try and go about doing these for all of the other games that I've uploaded, and I'll do them more contemporarily, meaning more at the same time as the videos are being posted, to just kind of keep it current. I had thought of doing this sort of thing for the longest time, honestly, having commentary during the game maybe, but I thought that would have been counterproductive because when I watch Longplays, I don't really like to hear somebody speak during the gameplay. I like getting the full sort of video game experience. But so yeah, as I said, I've tried to do this several times before in the past, but I just had problems with encoding my speech or recording my speech. It would come out all garbled or sped up and everything, and I think that this is the first time that I've actually figured it out. Duh. But whatever. So again, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.